Welcome. It always says like 7 or 8 seconds after I hit OK. But welcome to Unparalleled Comics. We were talking Dragonfly a little bit tonight, as we did last week. The Kickstarter started yesterday, and it came out pretty fast. We are at 1280 right now. Goal is 2,000, which I think we can make in the next few days. Jay, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. I had a good day today, and still a little foggy brain, a little slow mentally, but I feel good. I'm doing good. I had a good day. So
Do you want to elaborate on your good day, or just
do what?
Do you want to elaborate on your good day, or just had a good day?
Just had a good day. Woke up. I was up late last night, so when I woke up this morning, we were just about 60% funded after 24 hours. So that's a really good start to the day. It was a great way to start the day off, and then had a little bit of money come in that I wasn't expecting, so I was able to go to the comic book shop today and get some new comics, and I was able to afford some barbecues. So
there you go.
That makes for a good day for me at this age.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get to get out of the house nowadays, it's a good day, especially for barbecue.
Yeah, and it was nice weather today for mid-Jan or February. I almost said January. For February.
Yeah. Usually it's our coldest month, I believe, and
I think typically.
But it's going to get us next week, so
yeah, we'll pay for it.
Yeah, so if you're here, we're going to show off the Kickstarter page tonight a little bit. Hit the share button. Let us know you're here by leaving a comment, and let us know if you backed it and what tier you got, and how excited you are to get your Dragonfly book. So where are we at on Dragonfly as far as production goes?
So we've got 6 pages are complete, like fully inked, fully colored, and then we've got the first 12 pages are completely inked, and then the first 6 are also colored. Flavio has turned in tight pencils for pages 13 through 17, and he was working on page 18 today. If anyone follows him on Instagram or whatever, he posted on Instagram, and I think he shared it on Facebook as well. But so yeah, he's penciling. He's finishing out the pencils on page 18 today. And knowing Flavio, he's probably, if he didn't finish him up, he's real close. Then he also had turned in once he got the first 12 pages done, he turned in thumbnails for the final 10 pages. So there's thumbnails that have been approved for the final 5 pages. So. Or I guess now, if he's done with 18, the final 4 pages. So,
well, Flavio's turning in the good work.
Yeah.
The good work. Yeah. So there's an update on what Dragonfly is supposed to be. Let's see. I'm looking at the Kickstarter to see what our ship goal is.
I think April for the physical copies, and I put
a little sooner
April for digital and May for the physical copies.
Okay.
Just because, like we've talked before, the U.S. Postal Service is a little backed up right now. So I'm having some difficulties. Packages are taking a lot longer to get out to people than usual. So I kind of padded our timing because of the shipping problems.
Yeah, we had some issues. There's Flavio.
What's up, Flavio?
Hey dude, how you doing? So let's look at the Kickstarter, if you don't mind. I'll bring it up on screen, and we'll kind of go over some of the tiers and look at the campaign altogether. All right, are we up on the screen? We are. So let's just do full screen here. So, you want to show the video off?
Yeah. Let's start off with the video. I like that funky riff.
Yeah. Yes, so reserve your copy today. And you can see 54 people already have reserved their copy of the Dragonfly issue #1 comic. And apparently I still have it saved. I won't undo that. I don't need to be reminded about it. I'm a part of it. And backing it be self-serving. So here we
Right.
go. Here's the campaign. You see the great art from Flavio here. And that's a panel. I'm not sure which page that is. Do you know offhand?
Page 10.
Page 10.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at just detail work in the building, and his suit for sure looks really cool.
Yeah, and that's the page 10 is the first page we get to see him in his in the Dragonfly armor. It's pretty cool. I like the over the course of that whole page, like he runs to get the armor like in the first panel or two, and then as the panels progress, we see the armor coming over his body, like forming around his body and coming on until he gets into the full suit, and then just really takes flight off the top of the tower.
This is a really cool perspective too.
Yeah. Flavio's been doing some really cool perspectives on these pages.
Yep, Flavio. I need some more Operation Eclipse, brother. But here we go. If you don't know much, if you haven't read anything about Dragonfly, here's kind of the skinny. I'm not going to read it. I suck at reading aloud.
Okay, yeah, I'll read it.
I'm not going to read it.
So Dominic Lombardi, aka Dragonfly, gets sucked into the criminal underworld of Baltimore when he has a chance encounter with a charismatic jazz singer named Canna. Dominic can't help to be smitten when they first meet, but soon finds out the club Canna performs at is run by the local mobsters that were responsible for the death of his father. That would be Atano Cusinelli and his thugs, Don Mastiff, and then the face of Saldano Seller, he's legal. He's legal. He doesn't have the criminal past, so he's the face of the club and the in charge of day-to-day operations since he's got a clean record. His name is Vincent Saldano. Dominic has long been anticipating the day he can bring down the local crime boss, Atano Cusinelli, and his thriving mob to free Baltimore of their evil grip. Could that time be now, or is he unprepared for a battle of this magnitude? So,
you read the rest.
Yeah, sure, why not? Dragonfly's story starts in an interrogation room of the headquarters of a secret government program called OWL, or Organic Weapons Legion. It's the acronym. Where he's getting grilled by two agents. The streets of Baltimore have recently experienced a rolling gun battle between two rival motorcycle gangs, and the agents are driven to extreme measures to put an end to the gang's activities. What was the motivation for the shootout in the streets? Is there more than just a turf war going on? What was in the metal lockbox they were fighting over? And what do the agents want with the Dragonfly armor? Those are the big questions for this issue. And a little bit side information on his armor. Dragonfly armor is made from a magnesium alloy, making it lightweight and nearly indestructible. The armor has retractable blades in the forearms and lower legs for any up-close and personal fighting. It also contains flamethrowers in the forearm bracers. The suit's headpiece contains advanced optical lenses allowing vision in several different light spectrum, and the jetpack on his back allows him flight capabilities.
And Dragonfly. Very cool stuff. There's a few examples of the pages. First of all, let's take a look at the interior front cover page, which Jay designed, which is really, really cool. And you have artwork by Flavio. Let's actually go back. This logo design is Flavio did that.
Yeah.
And then the Dragonfly text is Jay. He found a font and altered it to his liking, and it looks very cool. Very good for the character.
Yeah, I think it matches It's got that insect feel where it's in segments.
Insect, and at the same time, it's got a tech feel.
Yeah, it does.
It's kind of perfect. Both of it. Yeah, I think so. So you can see some of the art and Avery's colors. You see the backpack, which will play a role. And some of these panels were put in that little trailer that I made.
Yeah.
And you can see some of the bike gang, and These are the first. What are these? The first four? Is it the first 4 pages?
First five.
Pages. Yeah. So, and Jay did spoil Dragonfly coming in page 10, but you know you're going to see him.
Yeah.
We're not going to go a full comic and not show you the character on the cover, which I've seen people do on Kickstarters. And of course, last time we had Brian Hawkins with us. He's the writer and hell of a writer, really.
Yeah, he's on fire right now too.
Yeah, he really is. And you know, Flavio is doing the interior pencils and inks, and Flavio is just. It's great to have him on the team. He's done a lot for this team, and you know, I can't express in the words how much I appreciate him myself.
Same here. Yeah.
And same goes for Avery.
Yeah, Avery's
one hell of a colorist.
He's the man. He's been coloring almost 100% of our stuff so far. We got a few other pieces.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was thinking about that. Some older pieces are the only things I can think of that weren't colored by him.
Yeah.
But all my stuff, eventually, I think people are going to see Avery's name and my name and like those two working together again. Yeah, we are. And then Francisco's doing letters, and again, another guy that we find guys and we like to glom onto them because we like what they do and how the work they bring.
Yeah,
which those three are three guys that you'll see a lot in Unparalleled books. Flavio was also featured in Stellar Odyssey #1.
Yeah.
And of course, Avery did the colors, and Francisco did all the letters. So,
yeah, when you can find some talented people, talented creators that are, that plays our
show.
Yeah,
you don't need to watch that on here.
No, but I thought it was a cool little thing to add there for give people that weren't sure a little bit more insight. But like I was saying, when you find quality people that are professional and easy to work with, and they just put out quality work, then you want to keep working with them, and it's a pleasure.
And it's a pleasure, especially when they're not difficult. And they read the whole script. Here's the cover #1, the main cover, and that is Flavio, of course. And this is just classic to me. This is just a great looking, iconic type cover.
Yeah, it is.
Dragonfly overlooking the city, the biker gang, and in the middle down there, you can see is that Kana and her son?
Yeah, Kana and her son. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very.
So that's really cool. Which you get to see some of that. That kind of. Oh yeah, it gives me old school Spider-Man vibes.
Yeah, it does. It does. I agree. You get that sense of you get the sense of danger. There's some impending danger looming in this issue, and they seem to be Kana and her son seem to be right in the path. But
or as the first cut of the trailer said, swope in.
All right.
He spelled it. So he swoops in. Here's the variant cover. Stan Yak did the lines on this one. Pretty cool.
Amazing, yeah. Amazing work. Stan Yak does great work.
He does. I need to get him to do a cover for OE.
Ooh, that would be sweet. Oh man, he would knock that out of the park.
I think I already have one cover, which is Flavio did for Operation Eclipse #3, which will be coming May 25th. And here's a second variant. This one's done by Elton Tomasi, and a little bit different layout. You can see up in the right-hand corner, which is kind of new. You see the Unparalleled logo. It's not in the box this time, which is different. So this is something that I would jump on if I were anybody, is getting the second variant cover. You get to see two of the gangsters. Who are those guys?
So Atano Cusinelli, who is the what do you call it? The lead guy. He's the main. He's the I'm blanking right now. He's the leader of the mob. Tano Cusinelli there in the white suit and hat. And then his thug henchman / bodyguard is there on the other side of him. That's Don Mastiff. And they're part of the Cusinelli mob that runs Celdano's cellar.
Very cool. And in the bottom, you got some random gang guy, maybe the bikers.
Yeah, those are supposed to represent the biker gang.
Yeah, so cool. This turned out really, really nice. And again,
I love it.
Yeah, we've got our colorist Avery all over this. He's part of the family, just like Flavio. Elton, if you're not familiar with him, he did work in Stellar Odyssey #2 and 3 coming up, and then he did some work with what else?
He is the regular artist on Aftershocks Animosity. So if anyone out there is familiar with Animosity, he's the now the regular artist on that book and has been for quite a few issues now. As a matter of fact, I think the last trade that came out was all Elton, if I'm correct. He's also done some work on Titans. Was it Star Trek? He did some Star Trek, and I believe that was under Titan, and he's done some stuff for Dark Horse as well.
Yeah, I remember the Doctor Who and
Doctor Who. That's right. That's what it was.
And Animosity mostly. If you're here, let us know. We'd like to hear what you think. What your favorite cover is? Go back through them real fast. We've got, and you can pick from any of these or get all three. Really, you got Dragonfly #1, the Flavio cover. You've got. I'm not going to say Dragonfly #1 every time, but you got the Yak cover, and then you've got the Elton Tomasi. I have a feeling that we're not pronouncing his name right.
Tomasi, he's in Brazil, so it's in Brazil. So I assume he's it's Portuguese speaking.
Yeah,
but so I mean I don't know Portuguese. I know Spanish pretty well. So I would say but there's an H in there. I say Tomasi, but hopefully.
Do you remember I did a live stream right before we met, and I said, "Yeah, we're gonna go to see Jay Sloan." I could be pronouncing it wrong. Could be Sloan.
Yeah, which is funny because I've had people pronounce it Sloan before. Like,
did I ever tell you that the toilets at work are Sloans?
Yeah, I hear that all the time.
Sloan every day.
If I had $1 for every friend that say, "Hey, every time I go to the urinal, I think of you because it says Sloan on the top of the block."
It does. I mean, how can you not think of you whenever you see it?
First I was like, "You think about me while you're at the urinal?" Okay,
yeah,
but yeah,
I do it whenever I'm sitting down pooping. So anyway,
I've been told I should get a hold of that company and tell them that I'm some long lost relative that's next in line to acquire the company.
Maybe we can make more comics. So here we got pinup options as well. We're fans of the pinup options. We've got Nathan Kelly, who, if you're not familiar with Nathan, he worked on his book called Drexler.
Yeah,
I think they're 3 issues deep on that.
And he got that picked up by Scout Comics now too.
Scout Comics is going to be Drexler's cool. It's a really cool story.
It is, Monster Hunter.
This second pinup by Brian Anden. I'm just going to call him Brian because we call him Bry. This was done back when we were with our old company. So this is one of the older pieces we have.
Yeah.
And it's pretty awesome. He's got a kind of a unique style to him, kind of a what's that guy's name that you like so much that did the Batman?
Sean Murphy
style. Yeah, that's what I always think of when I see his style. He did the Axeman comic, which was really cool.
Oh yeah, the Axeman comic is good.
And he's got just that unique style. It's very dark looking, very kind of
it is very Murphy-esque. It's a little bit different, but every time I view his art, that's who I think of, and he's got the
Twitter, and now he's like
he's blown up, and
he's like, we need to get to him as fast as we can, and we got a few things out of him. There's an Operation Eclipse piece he did as well.
Oh yeah,
and 2 more pinups here. We've got Flavio, the option C, and then the Stan Yak cover as a pinup option also. So lots of cool things. In the beginning here of the Kickstarter, we've also got this is my favorite reward. Dragonfly #1, Operation Eclipse #1. If you missed out on that, you get an exclusive pinup by Dexter Wee with Dragonfly and Eclipse and the damn trading card.
Yeah,
that's the deal.
That's a good package deal there.
And is that a ongoing, or is that one?
What's that? Oh, no, there's no limited time on that one.
There it is right here. I got it pulled up, a dynamic duo.
Yeah, that'll be available throughout the whole campaign.
Yeah, $25, man. If you missed out on Operation Eclipse or you just need another copy, here you go.
Yep.
Dragonfly, you get that awesome pinup that Dexter did, and the trading card. And oddly enough, if you got the trading card, we had this trading card for Operation Eclipse, but it had the Operation Eclipse logo stuff on it. So exclusive. This is the only time they're going to be available, trading cards. So get them while you can.
Yeah, get both of them. If you got the OE one, get this one and get the set. Complete your set.
Start your get those those 9, what are they called? Comic book or baseball card pages. I got.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, and it's for anyone who likes trading cards, which I really like the trading cards, and I've been getting into them a lot more here recently. But
Yeah, me too.
these, I mean, once these Kickstarters are over, we'll have trading cards with these characters on them, but they won't be the same card.
Yeah.
It'll have a different image in there. So these particular trading cards are exclusive to the Kickstarter only.
Yeah, and the Dragonfly and Eclipse one will not be reprinted ever.
No.
So, and then we've got Dragonfly. Then and now, you get a copy of Transgenesis #1 and Dragonfly #1. Jay Sloan pinup that's only in this, I believe, and that another trading card there.
Yep.
Another great deal. Now, Transgenesis, Jay, tell us a little bit about what's happening with that.
So Transgenesis is the first creator-owned title that I co-created with Dave Norton. We spent a lot of time creating this whole world of characters and storyline, and it's pretty in-depth. But basically, it starts off, there's a team of heroes in this book, and they're kind of brought together to protect the world against paranormal and supernatural threats that your regular military and law enforcement wouldn't be able to handle, things that are even above the military. So in the first issue, they're getting ready to break ground on their new headquarters, base of operations, when a horde of creatures that you can see there on that cover just start swarming out of nowhere. They swarm the whole city that they're in. They have to instantly go into action, and just mayhem, and people are getting slaughtered left and right, and they got to try to stop these creatures. They don't even know where they're coming from. They end up getting having to retreat into their new base, and they get locked inside the base. A couple characters, main characters from the team, go missing in book 1. Don't know what happened to him yet, but anyways, Dragonfly is part of that team, and this is the first published appearance of Dragonfly is in Transgenesis. My co-creator Dave had stepped away from the project, so after I guess it's been a couple years now of slightly redeveloped. It's still the same premise, but we did some redeveloping the storylines and have extended it out so it can be multiple series of stories, and changed up the roster a little bit. But we will be relaunching this title underneath a new title name of Anomalistic. So the events in the Dragonfly series that's starting right here, right now with the Dragonfly #1 takes place just before the events of Transgenesis. So we're going to do this five-issue run of Dragonfly, and then Anomalistic #1 hopefully comes out before we get too far into Dragonfly. But the events, I always think about like when you used to read old X-Men comics, there's so many different books. They would have to give you like little caption boxes with an asterisk. Like, this takes place before the events, and this, and so it's kind of like that, to where if you start reading Anomalistic, there's not going to be anything spoiled, but this is just kind of a little backstory for Dragonfly, what he was up to before Transgenesis started. Yeah,
it's really cool because, it's a cool book. Also, this is it. When we run out of copies of Transgenesis, you'll never see him again. So if you don't have a copy of Transgenesis, this is the one for you. Also, you can add stuff on after when you hit the back button. We do have add-ons for different issues of comics. So if you want Operation Eclipse #1 or 2 or Stellar Odyssey, you can add on.
And I'll touch on that real quick because for whatever reason, this time around Kickstarter didn't. I guess because we launched this from the new Unparalleled Comics Kickstarter page, they didn't allow us to have the built-in add-ons. Like the button was, when I was setting the page up, the button was there. I'm like, all right, cool, we can do the add-on menu. It's going to make it real easy for people to add extra stuff to their rewards that they pledge for. So like a couple nights before the campaign launches, I go to enter all the add-ons, and then it takes me to a page where like sign up and The add-on feature will be available to all creators soon, but right now it's only available to certain creators and this and that. I'm like, man, are you kidding me? So we had to go the old route. There's a menu. Once we scroll down through the rest of the rewards, we'll get to the there's an add-on menu with all the different items that you can add on and the dollar amount that you need to increase your pledge by to have those added
on. Is it at the bottom here, or is it after you back it?
It's at the bottom of this page.
Okay.
It's kind of confusing, and it's a bummer that we had to do it this way. So hopefully by the time we run our next campaign, the add-on function will be there. So yeah, if anyone has things they want to add on or customize their tiers and you're confused about how to go about it or just have any kind of questions about it, just reach out. Feel free just to hit us up on social media or through the Kickstarter page, and I will get back to you as soon as I see the message. I've already had we already had one of our supporters who backed the campaign was wanting to add stuff on, and they messaged me. I didn't see it for a couple hours after he messaged me, but yeah, he was confused. I guess he was expecting the add-on page and didn't see it, so he was confused about how to go about it. So yeah, if you're confused or have any questions about it, just hit me up on social media, and I'll try to help you with it.
So, and yeah, back to the rewards. Custom sketch cards, as you can see here, from Jay. You can see the detail he puts into them. They're $30. You get the printed comic, and the sketch card, and the PDF. So, and pretty much any character you can think of, he can put on there, similar to the way this is. You can see how diverse he can do. You got a zombie over here. You got Boba Fett, the Queen from Aliens, Jason. I mean, he's done just about anybody you can think of.
Yeah, the two I the other night that I did a couple the other night, and there were like two opposite spectrum characters that I actually had fun doing both of them. That I like. Otherwise, these are like characters I would otherwise probably never thought to draw.
Right.
But so yeah, I did a couple the other night. One was the Fiend Bray Wyatt from WWE Wrestling, if anyone's familiar with him, and then the other one was Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah.
I've had requests in the past for Goofy and Snoopy. So yeah, I'll any fictional character that you want, I'll draw.
Yep. So there you go, and that's a good deal. That's your own personal sketch card that will be unlike anyone else's for $30, and you get the comic, of course. And then moving on to the next tier, we've got t-shirts, and hoodies. T-shirts are what are the 30 or is it $40?
$40, yeah.
Yeah, $40. You get the t-shirt, you get the comic, the PDF, and 2 pinups. That's actually a pretty good deal. Your choice of 2 pinups, you get the choice of one of these 2 t-shirts. We go all the way up to I think 4X, is it?
I know there's XXX. I'll have to double check the Teespring website, but I know it goes up to at least triple X. So anything between small and XXX. Oh, hey, the man.
What's up, man?
What's up, guys? How are y'all?
Good.
The stuff here, the reward.
Yeah, see, looking at all the goodies.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
congratulations so far.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we've got a pretty good start so far, man. I'm happy.
Yeah. Rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So also on the t-shirts, since we're going through Teespring and they ship directly from Teespring, I have it set up to where you can choose men's, women's, or kids.
Yep. Nice.
And then you can have your choice of that what is that, hunter green or the main green there, or the lime green.
Yeah. It's more of a hooker green.
Hooker green.
Hooker green.
There's so many different greens.
Yeah. And then for all you hoodie wearers out there, we got hoodies available as well. You got your
cool.
ash black or green. Personally, I think the green looks so cool.
Yeah. I have a black one and it looks good.
I think it'd look good on black, but I got too much black. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Hawkins, which one would you get?
For this, I'm going with gray.
With
I'm
gray.
a gray.
Okay.
I'm a gray, blue, black kind of guy.
Okay.
And dark green. I like dark greens too.
I think it's going to look good on any of these, really.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I thought they'd look good on all three colors. That's why I put them all up there. But yeah, I'd take any of them.
And then I think that one is 50. That's a good deal because some hoodies are $50. Period.
Right.
$50 gets you the hoodie, your choice of color. It gets you the printed comic and 2 pinups of your choice. And don't forget, you always get your name in the thank you page, which we do on every single release. So
every reward that gets pledged to, you get your name on the thank you list.
And if you're egocentric like me, you want to see your name unprint.
Egocentric.
And then you got the custom commissions. Again, Jay's going to be doing these, and he knocks them out. You can see, again, how I'm losing words today. How I say
detailed.
Not that too, but no, not like the range you have.
Oh,
you've got Dredd. You've got Lionel from Dead Alive. That was a request from one of my friends from the Horror Syndicate. You've got the Grifter, and then you've got Thrust from Turbo Thrust.
I think Turbo Thrust.
Up in Time Space, or Kurt Christensen's comic, which turned out really cool. And this for anybody who's you're a creator and you're doing your own work. This is basically you're getting a comic and a custom piece of art that Jay's doing way cheaper than he's worth. So, in my opinion, I think Jay's worth at least $12. So,
well, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, take the compliment. No, but yeah, like Jay, when I met him, I said you were about $60-$70 a page, and you're getting a free comic basically, and then you're getting a pinup.
Yeah,
we love giving away pinups apparently.
Last stream we were talking about doing the giveaway, the raffle thing. Mm-hmm. I was trying to think of some things we could give away. We could do. I came up with the idea today that we could give away a couple sketch cards.
Oh yeah,
and maybe at the end of the campaign, or towards the end, maybe we could give away a free custom commission.
That's all up to you. You're the one who's got to draw it. I mean, I could do it, but I mean, not great. And here's the add-on menu that Jay was talking about. We've got the logo sticker, got more trading cards, and
I'm about to get some trading cards, man.
Yeah. So there, if you do the add-on here, it's $5, but you get the whole set of 3 there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let me some trading cards.
Yeah, we were talking.
I'll show you guys. I got a page starting here. On my old baseball card book. I'll show it off as soon as we get the screen bigger. But I got my page started. I got my Stellar Odyssey on this page. There's a couple holes in it because I need to get more cards. Just saying. But yeah, so there's some of the add-ons. You can add on a T-shirt if you didn't get the T-shirt tier, a hoodie.
Some dope stuff, man. Some really good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Plus, you're getting a great comic written by Brian, and I know it's great because I've read it. So,
I love Dragonfly.
Yeah, he's so cool. He is so cool. And Brian's is at least going to be on 4 issues. And here you go. There's add-ons for all of our other comics. Jay, we're quite the library.
Yeah, I was thinking that. The thing of that is, I was making that menu.
I mean, I kicked back and read Stellar Odyssey last night. It was great. It was great. I really enjoyed it. The art, the way that you guys put together a book, man. I truly enjoyed it.
Well, you've been a part of that, so.
Well, yeah. I mean, and the writer was okay. It was okay.
Not too shabby.
I'm starting to see people get their copies, so that's great to see.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Let's get the right setup here. All right. How are you today, man?
Doing good. How about you guys?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm happy because I haven't cut out once. My podcast last night from the Horror Syndicate, I couldn't do the show because it kept cutting out every time I was trying to. Seems like it's working out good tonight, which is pretty good. Good. All right. So what else do we want to talk about, guys?
I don't know. Well, let's see. Well, real quick, you just asked Brian how his day was. I have to mention that big day for Brian because this came out.
Ooh.
Too kind. Thank you. That was the menu.
Was that in the store?
Yeah, well, I had I pre-ordered it and had them put it on my pull list, so I wouldn't miss an issue. But
damn it,
they did have extra copies on the shelf there.
All right, well, you go buy me one. You know.
Oh shoot! If I would have known, man, I would have picked one.
Well, I bet you my store doesn't have that. They unfortunately stick to mostly mainline titles. You've been there.
Yeah.
Couldn't get a Vault comic or even a Lion Forge comic for anything, you know. And Lion Forge is local. So anyway, this is what I was talking about. I don't know if you guys can see it clearly at all, but I've got the pages of my character, or not my characters, my cards. I'm missing a card here. I don't know where she went, but Jay's got an extra for me.
Oh yeah, your Tasia, the Tasia card.
Yeah, I don't know where it went.
Now I put the trading cards in your bundle, didn't I, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah. Wait,
I thought I did, and I tried to give you everything that I had in the closet there.
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, I'll take a look because I love trading cards. I know I got the pinups.
Okay. Yeah, the trading card should be in the back side of those bagging boards and.
Okay. Cool. I might have been so excited to flip through the book and look at.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I had an unpackaging night last night.
I saw that. You got quite a few packages last night. That's cool.
Man, yeah, it was like Christmas. You know, I had some bourbon and some packages of comic books. Yeah, it was a good time.
Nice.
Kids were asleep. Wife was asleep. so I just did me.
Right. What else can you ask?
Bourbon and comic books.
There you go.
Yeah, curl up with some comics.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I got to check my daughter. Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So what else is going on with you?
Oh, just work and family and work. I mean, that's it. I don't.
The usual?
Yeah, work, family, try to get some exercise in there somewhere and some reading in there somewhere.
Right. I was gonna speaking of exercise, and I was gonna try to squeeze a walk in today, but I ran out of time. And it was a perfect day for it too. It was like upper 40s here in February, so you don't get that often.
Yeah.
But
it's exciting, man. Dragonfly is doing really well.
Yeah, man. I was I was hoping for we just went up a little bit there just as I clicked over. I was hoping for at least 30% on day one. Like I don't want to get my hopes or my expectations up too big. Yeah. You look at the statistics and campaigns that reach 30% on day one are more likely to fund and this and that. So I'm always like, okay, if we can hit 30% on day one, I'll be happy, and I'll be a little bit more at ease. But then, we hit 50% before I went to bed, and then when I woke up earlier today, we were right there about 60%. I was like, wow, like 60% after 24 hours, man. I was very happy, and seeing all the love on Twitter yesterday and today, man, just getting shared all over the place. And Twitter is a place I've had a little trouble getting traction going on Twitter, but seems like it's been picking up here a little bit. We're almost at the Unparalleled page, which I'll be honest, we haven't really put in a lot of work on trying to build our following over there, but look, today we're up over 700 followers, so nice. for a relatively new account that we haven't really been pushing that hard. I'm pretty happy with 700 followers.
Yeah, I mean that's legit for sure. Yeah, I mean you're knocking on the door of 1,000, and that's for sure is a milestone. I mean 500 is a milestone for sure.
So we just got $5 more.
I saw that. I clicked over to check, and I saw ding ding ding. Hey, so whoever that was, thank you. Let me see if I can pull up the backer report, see who that was. Eric Schaefer.
Nice.
I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, Eric, thank you.
So do you want to do a giveaway tonight, or you want to wait until the next show when we can announce that we're doing a giveaway?
How should we do that? I'll tell you what. Since we had so many people come out and back it on day one, let's just give them an unexpected surprise, and we can do pick one person to win a free sketch card.
Okay.
Let me see here.
You ever look at one of the worst things to look at when you're looking at Kickstarter, or when you launch a Kickstarter, is KickTrack. You ever look at that?
Oh, occasionally I will, but
KickTrack gets your hopes up.
Yeah, it does.
It does. Like here,
ooh, I'm gonna get.
Or when you're in that mid campaign lull, it gets your oh man.
Look at that.
Yeah.
19,000 is what we're on pace for.
You're on pace. You're trending towards 19,000. Wouldn't that be
Holy
lovely?
cow.
That would be lovely. We'd pay you off.
If only, yeah, man.
Be able to do all the flies.
We'd put full speed ahead, man. Get all 5 issues done this year. Bam, bam.
Yeah, I like this tool, but it doesn't get it's never really accurate. I mean, that's based on averaging. I mean, we had $1,100 yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we usually day ones, hopefully for when people get on Kickstarter and launch their project, hopefully day one is one of the bigger days. It's usually like the first day or two, and then the last 48 are the biggest days. And there is a mid-campaign lull usually, but we've funded everything so far. That's
awesome.
Luckily, yep.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Do we have a? Okay, so nobody has backed the digital bundle, so we just got out of the 55 current backers, only 9 of those are digital. So
okay, so only 9 don't
count.
Don't count. Do you want to do this now? Should I bring up the spinner?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's do it right now. While we're on
Exciting.
Who is gonna be the lucky winner?
Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it?
Let me back it real fast.
I'm in there, so I might win it. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on, Lucky 7. Come on, Lucky 7.
All right, so we've got 55 total.
Yeah. Let me double check. 55 backers.
All right. So anybody watching, we're doing a live giveaway for one of Jay's custom sketch cards. I'm going to bring the number generator up. As we like to do, this is a test run. Right, Jay?
Yeah, practice roll.
Read the person's name off. All right. So, I know who that is. So anyway, here we go. This is the real one. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Number 34. Lucky number 34.
34. 34 is a digital backer, so we'll have to roll again.
Roll again. Re-roll. 41.
And let's see.
A digital back.
Nope, that is not a digital.
All right.
So let me look them up. Number 41. Oh, okay, cool. James R. Bell III. I think he's backed on just about every Kickstarter.
You know what? He just texted me. He's a friend of my brother-in-law who is very supportive. He's a big comic book fan. He just messaged me something about. He said, I'm getting to the point where I might need to get a short box just for you and your friends' comics. Is it Americaverse? So yeah, I'll tell him right now that he just won. Hold on. God, why does it go to this? Is this default?
Oh, it may be.
So cool.
James is good, or Jim. He's Jim.
Okay.
He's a good dude.
I like to. I like to show our gratitude towards people that are able to back and support the projects, and seems like most of our campaigns we've done some sort of giveaways. I know the past several was either pinups or we did the wall posters on the couple of them. I think the last two we had some wall posters we gave away.
All right. I texted him. Sorry about that.
No, it's all right.
Oh man, come on, Mike. Don't fall apart now. Yeah, awesome. I love giveaways. We did some pinups for Operation Eclipse #2, some 11 by 17s.
Oh yeah, that's right, we did.
Mr. Hawkins over there, he's got a blank wall. I'm seeing. I need a dragonfly pinup. Maybe
it has to happen there. Something has to happen.
Yeah, I think we might be able to hook him up.
I think I'll have to remember that when I send your comp package out for this one.
Hey.
And actually, 24 by 36 inch wall posters have to go in a different tube, so I might be able to send you that early.
Hey, I love the art, and first and foremost, I'm a fan. So yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
That's really important too. Is like even for what you're writing, being a fan, you got to have some kind of like love for what you're doing. You can't just phone it in. I know that there are some people who just kind of phone it in or do it for the money.
And it shows. Yeah,
and we can tell through your writing. I hope people can tell that I'm putting a lot, like love and passion. Like for Eclipse is my baby, if you will. Here's quotes. It's my baby. So, I got a lot at stake. I've been working on it since 2007,
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Wedding too. We were making jokes and they're like, I was the witness to sign the wedding, the document or whatever. They're like, power. And so I was like, I'm going to create a comic book character. And it went from that to what it is now. And it was awesome.
Awesome. That's a great story.
There's more to it. Cool. I really tore up the dance floor that night too.
Cutting the rug.
If you get a drink,
there you go.
I'm super shy. This girl took me out to a club one time and she's like, let's go dance. I was like, no. She gave me 2 drinks. I was out there just killing it.
You was gone. You was knocked the inhibitions out. There you go.
Yeah, a couple drinks will change that.
Heck yeah. What is it? Liquid courage?
Liquid courage, yeah.
Man.
For sure.
It's good times, but Jim just texted me back. Let's see what he said. Awesome. Looking forward to getting it. Any character? That's great. Yeah, he's backed everything we have put out there. So he's a super backer for us. I'm sure he'll back everything we put out because first of all, he's got a lot of money. No.
That's a good thing.
He's just a huge comic book fan. You've met him before, Jay. He's been at the conventions over at Mighty Con.
The Mighty Cons? Oh, okay.
Came up with the big stacks of X-Men singles that he'd missed, and
Oh, yeah, okay.
I can't figure out how to describe him. He looks like a guy who lost a lot of weight because he did. That's the best way I could describe him.
Okay.
He's a good dude. Known him forever. Played D&D with him a few times. He's got some. He knows how to get the good cigars. Let's put it that way.
Good cigars.
Good cigars. Yeah. He's a good dude. And I found that with a lot of our backers, we've got some decent people back on our comics. It's not just about the team that puts the comics together. I mean, we've got, like we talked about before Brian got on, before we showed off the Kickstarter, we've got a lot of people in the family, as I like to say, that are just great creators. But even so, we've got, I see a lot of the same people back in the comics, and I know a few of them, and they're just good people. Like Danny Becker. What a great dude, very supportive with just about anything that we do. And I love that.
Yeah, definitely.
My daughter's not going to do. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, you're right. I was thinking the other day, or last time we streamed, I was like, I can't wait to see Flavio draw the Soldano Cellar. And I forgot, it's because I think last time I read through the scripts, I read all three like back to back to back just to get the feel of the scope of the whole story.
Mhm.
I forget we don't actually see the inside of Saldano's cellar till issue 2. But cool enough, Flavio messaged me. We were messaging back and forth a little bit. It was either last night or the night before, but he's already reading script 2 and getting his mind prepared to start drawing issue 2. So,
Oh man, that's exciting.
I know. So yeah,
you know what I can't wait for.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, we talked.
I can't wait to see that. Yeah,
that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
I can't wait for other people to see that. And he's got. Actually, he just sent over while we were streaming the finished pencils for page 18. So he's got, what is that, three more pages to draw? Or four. 19, 20, 21, 22, yeah. So he's got 4 more pages to draw.
Oh, wow. That's
and
so
then
cool.
now he's got to go back and, these are pencils for the last 10 pages of the book are just pencils right now. So he's got to go back and ink them. But yeah, but to be that close to the end of the book at the beginning of the Kickstarter is nice.
That's great timing.
Yeah,
sure.
Because that was one of our goals was to, in the beginning we knew we were going to have to rely on Kickstarter for funding to get these projects started, and we put up our own money to get at least the first 5 pages done to where we could show those off and all the covers and pinups we wanted to have. Now we're getting to a point to where, we've done over our goals on a couple of our Kickstarters, which allowed us to put that money into the next issue. Me and Ray talked about, there was a discussion on Facebook.
Who's talking about me?
Me. We were talking about.
Chuck Pinot's in here. What's up, Chuck?
Oh, hey, Chuck.
Man, the myth, the editor.
Yeah. But we were talking.
Editors, come on.
We were starting to talk about how we're starting to get ahead of the process and like with the funding and stuff to where we don't have to get the Kickstarter money before we can go beyond page 5 or whatever. So so with Dragonfly 5 pages away from being complete, Stellar Odyssey 3 is aside from being colored, all the illustration, all the pages are illustrated for issue 3 of Stellar Odyssey.
It looks great. It looks great. It looks great. And I'm like, I can't emphasize it more how the package, the book as a whole, how you guys put that together and the team that you assembled for that book. When I held it in my hand and read through it, it's just a great product. And
it's almost pro. I'm seriously like,
it's pro. I mean, it's not even almost pro. I mean, so the way I feel about it is that, look, the lines have completely been blurred with what's pro, mainstream, and what's indie. You have the the what we consider mainstream on Kickstarter, and you have a lot of the mainstream stories. If you really read through them, they feel very indie now. Like a lot of what Batman and Superman are experiencing are their storylines are very indie now. So I feel like it's blurred, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
because it's storytelling, and there shouldn't be a separation between mainstream or indie. It's comic book storytelling. It's storytelling overall, and it's great. So
I agree
with Stellar. It's 100% pro. Awesome. It's good stuff. It's good stuff, and I'm hoping more people will jump on it. It's a fun read. That's what it is.
And as far as like you were saying, the lines between indies and mainstream are getting blurred, and I mean, I've always there's a lot of publishers that I've consider. Like some people will call them indie, but I consider them like small press. Like you got the big two, obviously DC, Marvel, and then Image right behind them, and then you got a lot of small press that are thriving. It seems like they're doing quite well.
Mhm.
And over the past, so let's see, I started getting back into comics and trying to make my own comics and kind of joining the indie comic community back in, I think, 2012, 2013-ish.
Mhm.
And the amount of growth that the indie comic, and maybe it's just me being in it longer, getting to know more people, but it seems like people are just continuously stepping up their game.
Right.
And indie comics just every year seem to be getting better and better and higher quality.
agree.
So it's a
agree.
great landscape to be a part of.
I agree.
And there's there's something out there for everyone. Like, I'm not one of these people that indie versus the big company, the big two,
Yeah.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you want the whole industry as a the industry as a whole to do well, because if comics are doing well in general, then we're going to do well. And
I agree.
like the saying, there's an ass for every seat. So, like, I don't personally buy and read the Marvel and DC stuff. Doesn't mean I don't like it. There's so many other comics out there to read that time and money is limited. But yeah, so
and I'm the same way, where like I have, because there's so much, and what I feel like Marvel and DC have done. They have such a huge catalog, of such a wide breadth of content, that they have something for everyone. And I don't think it's meant for you to read every single title. Like they've set it up to where you can pick and choose like what avenue you want to go down. And so for me, I have my selection, my core that I jump to, I go to, and then I have when something pops up, and something new, I'll try it out.
Yeah.
Or when something catches my interest, I'll dive back in. And the Marvel app and the DC app, I love that because I get to dive back into the crates of like history and bone up on things and discover things, oh yeah, now I remember that, like stuff that I read when I was a kid that I was just in awe of and didn't really get the story fully. Now I'm going back with an adult mind in reading them, and it's like, yo, that's okay, I totally get that now.
Yeah. And for me, kind of the same. And I've always been, well, I started off being a huge X-Men fan. Like, when I first started getting into comics, it was the X-Men and anything that was X-Men related. And I still like the X-Men stuff, and I try to check in from time to time and see how they're doing and try to get back into stories. Like, especially when Hickman came back and did his Powers and House of X, which it was a great point just to jump back in. And I love both of those series. And I was buying the regular one after that for, I did the first dozen or so, and I'm like, all right, I dig what's going on, but I can't afford, there's so many. If I could afford every comic book that I wanted to read.
Exactly. You have to choose. And for me, like, so one of the series that I'm following is the Benjamin Percy Wolverine right now. Like, the way he's writing Wolverine, and like the starter that was very much built as like a whodunit mystery kind of thing. And I'm like, that's a very interesting way to take Wolverine.
Right.
And it works for me because it puts him into like a Batman Dark Detective kind of mode.
Nice.
And I like that. Like, I like my Batman not, I mean, no offense to anyone, but who's watching, but I like my Batman not so much Justice League Batman. Like, I want Gotham Batman. Be grimy, be detecting, figuring stuff out. So yeah,
I've always liked detective stories, like whodunit or solving mysteries and stuff like that. That stuff always gets me hooked. So I like to be able to follow the trail of hints and try to put it together myself. So
Batman doesn't like Batman, Justice League Batman. He doesn't like being with the team. I'm with you.
Does not play well with others.
He doesn't
not play well with others.
Yeah,
no, he doesn't.
Yeah, I wanted to mention Jim just texted me back. He says, since you're not doing the interiors on Dragonfly, he absolutely wants a Dragonfly custom card. He said that'd be kind of a unique thing. I'm like,
Cool.
He's done Dragonfly before, but
I've got 5 pages started for the origin story. That's going to be issue 5, and now I'm like, the issue you wrote. Now I'm like,
so four really great issues from Brian. Then we're going to have a mediocre issue 5.
Oh no,
mediocre.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. No. I think it's really cool that you guys are starting with like the jump into the action, and then behind that you're going to get the origin, because a lot of what really is a catalyst for what happens in the beginning of this issue of Dragonfly 1 is based off of his origin, which I think is really sweet because it alludes to the origin,
right?
And you kind of get an idea, but you haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're not missing anything, but you're not getting everything as well, which is, I think it's unique. So I think it's really cool the path that you guys have chosen for Dragonfly. I think that's unique, especially for a superhero, because you usually get the origin story first.
Yeah.
But you're not getting the origin story first. You're only
want to know
the illusion.
You want to know why it's like that? Batman Begins, Man of Steel, those movies, I like them. While I like them, they spend an hour on the origin, and it's an hour before you get to meet Batman and Superman. It's like, come on. And with comics, it's like you can tell that in different unique ways, like even with flashbacks, which is something I'm thinking about doing with Operation Eclipse. I was like, backing indie comics, I want to get in. I want to see the character on the cover of the book, and so like whenever I like when we were with the old company, I remember saying that to everybody's like, we need to get into the action like immediately, not these lengthy origin stories. I do like origin stories. I like seeing where people come from, but I feel like to grab a reader, if you have this great looking cover and you don't deliver with the goods on the inside of the book on issue 1, you may lose readers that way. And I was like, I want to get in, like Operation Eclipse, you're right in there. I mean, he's fighting off 4 different guys, and I can build from that now that we've got like Ace, and that's kind of where I was going. And we can revisit origin stories with another issue or like flashbacks or some other way.
Yeah.
But I want to get in there and let people get to see the character that's on the cover.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Those are all valid points, and I agree. And like you said, the origins are important, but I don't think you always have to get the full origin in one chunk. And I prefer the just give people hints of the backstory here and there as you go along. Kind of, little breadcrumbs. Like, you don't need to know everything about the character right away. And and like for me personally, this might not be everyone, but it's having a little bit of mystery and like,
yes,
man, I
totally agree.
Really interested in this character and I want to know more about him. Well, maybe if you get to know everything about him right off the bat, it might not be as interesting as if you just kind of get little breadcrumbs and have to follow the trail and keep reading to figure out everything about the character.
Well, why do you think The Walking Dead was so popular? Is because they did a lot of, the show, not the comic. They did a lot of cliffhanger stuff.
Oh, did they?
I got to see what's going to happen next, and that's kind of what I feel like you want to do in comics is, you want to see what's happening next, get them coming back, see what's going to happen next. Like, I've got a character that you'll never know their origin story in Operation Eclipse. So maybe one day. I have a whole comic idea for it.
Yeah.
Maybe one day. I don't know.
You don't need to, like, for every, while I appreciate, and I've learned to appreciate the origin story, not every character needs an immediate, origin story. Like, we were watching, what is the show called? Little Fires, I think, yeah.
Oh,
on Hulu.
Little Fires Everywhere, something like that, on Hulu.
Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington. And the interesting thing about that show is that, you're really starting in action. And like for the first 2 or 3 episodes, we're sitting there like, what? I know something's going on and I like it, but I don't really know what's going on.
Right.
And then you get to about the third or fourth episode and you're like, oh, and you get the payoff.
Yeah.
And you get the payoff of like, yo, I like how they did that because you gave me enough that it made me intrigued. And you gave me action, which obviously I'm jumping in on. Like, so, I mean, at the end of the day, storytelling as a whole, I think from TV to movies to comics to novels, like to RPGs to video games, storytelling is reaching a new golden era. And you have so many people that are telling fabulous stories. And it's not all coming from one place anymore, or as we thought it was coming from one place.
Right.
It's, it's multifaceted. It's so vast. And it's so cool to watch. It's so cool to be a part of. It's great, man.
Yeah, it's a good time to be a geek.
Yeah.
The golden age of the geek. I mean, just think about all the movies and TV shows now that we're getting. Like, there's an abundance of TV shows. I've got so many shows on my what do you call it? Just on my my list of things to watch that I can't get to.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's just too many.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. There's so many. I mean, I have piles of comics that I have to read, and I keep buying more because I gotta read that. Gotta read that. Gotta read that. But I can't read them all.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, you just have to chuck through them. But it's just it's a new golden age of storytelling, and it's cool.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
I do too. It's a good time to be. Like Jay said. I mean, I remember whenever it wasn't a good time.
Yeah. So, think about those superhero movies in the 90s.
Even some of the comics in the 90s weren't that great.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man.
But that's I think how most of us came up that are doing comics now, or from the 90s, early 2000s maybe. So
yeah,
maybe they were good.
I mean, they were good. I mean, especially for the time. But yeah,
that Batman '89. That Batman '89 was everything to me. It was everything. It was everything.
It was definitely a game changer as far as superhero movies go.
Yeah, Batman '89 was just amazing, and that's why they still want to go back to it, and they want to bring Michael Keaton in because Batman '89 is classic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it that is as modern, postmodern, action packed as like a John Wick movie? No, but the way it's structured, the way Michael Keaton played Bruce Wayne, which I think is the most important part, is how he played Bruce Wayne.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just classic. The dark element to it, it was really our first time really on full display having Batman in all black. Like, as
opposed to the gray and blue.
Yeah. Like the dark, the black cowl with, the gray suit, which is like the dark, would be the dark version, but to visually have this live action in all black Batman suit. Like, yo, I remember I was just hype. And then the Batmobile.
Oh, yeah.
Like that Batmobile. That Batmobile was incredible to me.
Yeah.
I had to have the toy. I still have the toy, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Remember the two things pop up on the side and the rocket shoot out on the toy?
Exactly.
I love that.
When that happened in the movie and you're watching, you're like,
yeah.
Like that was everything in '89.
I'm not proud to admit this, but I'm gonna. I like that movie so much. I stole it from my friend right before I moved to California.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Now he knows. Now he knows. Now he knows.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he knows. I don't know.
That's where it went. I was wondering.
If he shows up at your door now, you know why.
Hey, you know what? I still have it. He can have it. I got it on Blu-ray. I'm good to go. He can have the VHS back.
and that's what makes me so mad about like just. I mean, I don't want to use the word mad, but like I feel like if you had given Ben Affleck's Batman his own movie first,
Oh, don't even get me started.
and if you had just did that and just had that Batman in Gotham and kind of rolled it out like Michael Keaton's Batman. Oh man!
First of all, let me back that up by that scene in Suicide Squad with Deadshot, and you kind of get the feeling of what that could have been when he's like it's over Deadshot, and he shows up and they kind of have a little scuffle before his daughter, like stops him from shooting Batman. It's like I see what Batman could be in this universe, and they took it away from me. Batman's my guy.
I know.
I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you.
And Affleck, I thought was brilliantly cast. In my opinion, I thought he was going to be great from the beginning. So
Bruce Wayne.
He looks exactly like Bruce Wayne.
Like the way that Robert Downey Jr. is like Tony Stark. Like Ben Affleck, that's Bruce Wayne. Yeah. I mean, he has the face, jaw, the pepper gray, the build. I mean, come on. That is Bruce Wayne. That is Batman, 100%.
Yeah. So are we? I haven't heard, kept up on the news. Are we going to get an Ayer cut of Suicide Squad, or is that just kind of rumors?
I think that's in the wind. I hope.
Maybe
I don't think anything's confirmed. I bet they wait until after Justice League to see how that goes.
Yeah.
And then they start announcing all kinds of crazy stuff if it goes well.
Because although I did enjoy that movie quite a bit, I was pretty thrown off by the fact they had a company that cuts trailers do the final cut on that movie.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. That is a very strange choice to make.
Yeah, I'd like to see his cut of that and see how that goes. Because I love BVS, and I remember seeing Justice League with you, and you falling asleep in the theater. You're not a DC guy at all.
No, I mean I want to love those films. I like anything that's comic book related. See it on the big screen. I want it to do well, and I want to be able to enjoy it. I don't know, man. I'm getting kind of old. You put me in a dark room in front of a screen. I might be liable to fall asleep. It might not necessarily be.
Sound like my dad.
Might not be the content necessarily as much as I'm just getting old and fall asleep in dark rooms. But no, I mean, yeah, Justice League. And I hate to. I don't want to talk about negative stuff or sit here and talk about things I don't like, but the mustache thing threw me off.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what is going on with his lip?
Right out of the gate too. They got the very beginning. It's like, what are you guys doing?
Because that intro scene was pretty cool. That was like the funeral, right?
That was, yeah, but before that, even they had that kids podcast. And it's like him talk. It's like, come on. It's like you got to show that sets the whole movie. And I even like the scene with Batman on the rooftops. I mean, that's all Joss Whedon, so that's not going to be in the Snyder cut.
That was another thing about that movie too. The two different directors and because different scenes seem to have different tones or feel to it, and like you said, Joss Whedon comes in there and like I guess he was trying to give it like the Avengers feel or something. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. He brightened it up and made it more jokey.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the cut coming out in March.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in watching that.
I'm gonna try it out for sure. It's one of the things where I like what Marvel is when it comes to their cinematic universe.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still I'm still in the car with them while they are trying to figure out what they want the DCEU to be. But they have a few bright spots. Like my favorite movie that they've done is Shazam. I mean, I think Shazam is really well done. And I'm almost on the ship of like, maybe you don't actually try to do a connected universe. Maybe you just make independent films. I mean,
yeah, or at least not worry about them being connected in the beginning.
You're this far in now. Like, you know, you're not going to start over to say, okay, this is ground zero for our universe now.
Right.
So you're not going to do that. So I don't know, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, is what it is. Great characters, great content. You know, you can't, not everything can be a win for you, I guess. So, but man, Ben Affleck's Batman, you know, I'm definitely a fan.
Yeah.
He's on mute.
Did you mute?
Yeah, I was fixing my mic and I muted myself. That's cool. But I was gonna say you can have a shared universe without having like a piece of every movie. And I mean, they were doing that with Marvel for a while,
right?
But anyway, do we want to talk about anything else about Dragonfly? Because I've got to go get my kids ready for bed.
School night.
Got any questions?
I got to go back to work tomorrow after pretty much a whole week off.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Well, let's see. We went over the campaign page, all the rewards.
We got a winner, our first winner.
Did our giveaway. So yeah. I mean, if we're not getting, if we don't get questions coming in right now from live viewers, I don't know if we got any live viewers right now.
We have a few.
Do we? If anyone's watching, if you have any questions or want to make any comments or anything, go ahead and throw them in there before we get off here. Now is the time. And you know, I think we're going to try to do more streams throughout the campaign, aren't we?
Yeah, if my streaming situation works like this, yes. Jay's like, you still on for tonight? I was like, I don't know, man. My stream last night was rough, so we'll see. But it worked out fine.
I get it. That's cool. Yeah.
We'll do some more giveaways during our streams throughout the campaign. I'll figure out some things to give away next week. I think obviously these are going to be only people that are backing for physical rewards are going to be eligible for these, because you know that way we just add them to the package we're already getting, you know, that's already getting mailed out to their house anyways. If you're just getting a digital reward, then it's going to be hard to get it to you. So yeah, I'll find some other things, and then I guess that final week, as we get close to the end, I'll think about giving away a free custom commission piece.
Yeah, we'll probably do posters and stuff like that and pinouts. Yeah. And here again is the page. So if you're looking for it, Brian, did you get to check out the trailer?
You know, I have not checked out the trailer. No, I have not. I'm going to go do that right after.
Here's the trailer.
He's right in front of me now. Go ahead and roll that thing. I love your logo too, by the way.
Thank you.
I love it. Yeah, I love the name of the company, Unparalleled. I like that.
Get down with the funk there.
Yeah, look at the dirt bikes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, he does. I like that. I like that funk to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all about the funk, but I was trying to get that right feel for the trailer cut, and at first, I was wanting to go with some jazz since we're, the whole Cana and Saldano Cellar, but I was like, man, the jazz just is it making for like that vibe for the trailer? It's not trailer music.
I had trouble finding like that, like earlier, like last year when we were talking about dropping the Kickstarter. I had so much trouble looking for something for the trailer. Like it felt slow, and like, if there were pictures of Kana, however you pronounce her name, how do you pronounce it? Kana?
I've been back and forth. I was saying Kana for the longest time, but now I'm kind of like Kana.
Well, if we had images of her like singing in the club, it might work a little bit. But for this one, something a little bit more upbeat worked pretty well.
Yeah.
At the way I tried to cut it together. But yeah, we've got 28 days left, so roughly 4 weeks left. Plenty of time to get your not donation pledge your pledge in there for Dragonfly. Remember, you can get a comic, you get hoodies, t-shirts, trading cards, pinups, and we've got just about everything you can ask for.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Custom art.
Yeah, and since we're already over 60%, we had talked about possible stretch goal rewards. So, I've been kicking around ideas. I didn't want to start talking too early, get a little bit closer to our goal, but I've got some ideas. Chibi, the Dragonfly Chibi that David Jackson drew. I was thinking that would make a nice little die cut sticker to throw in for extras. Yeah, thank you. And then I know, a lot of people seem to like the pins, so I was thinking that the face logo would make a nice. That face logo would make a nice little pin to,
That'd be cool.
So that's another thing too. If anyone's watching, throw it in the comments or even anywhere on social media. If you got any ideas for stretch goal rewards or any kind of rewards you would like to see added, just let us know. So we got some ideas, but we're always open to whatever the fans and the backers want to see.
One thing that I think would be a great stretch goal is I'm going to borrow it from Operation Eclipse, and we're going to be getting this going again for everything. Hopefully,
oh yeah,
the data sheets or whatever we're calling it.
Yeah, the source book.
Source book, yeah, because we want to build that source book.
Yeah, that's another that is definitely one stretch goal I've got in mind that I'd like to do.
Yeah, we need to get one going for Stellar Odyssey too. So when Stellar Odyssey number 3 comes out, which we're planning on at the end of March
30th. Yeah.
So end of that's my buddy Edgar's birthday. Yeah. When Stellar Odyssey 3 comes out, make sure you share it. Well, let's start with Dragonfly. Share. If you've already backed. If you haven't back it, and you're going to
get it funded.
Comic. Yeah. Help us.
Let's get this thing funded, guys.
So we can celebrate and keep working.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow. Let's get it funded tomorrow.
Yeah.
That would be great. That would be super.
That'd be the fastest funded.
Yeah, the quicker we get funded, the more stretch goals we can get to, which is those are just all free extra stuff that we give to the physical reward backers. So yeah,
we did. We've done bookmarks. We're talking about stickers and other more trading cards. Probably need to get a Linus LaQuaid trading card at some point.
Mm-hmm.
He's way off.
Love me some trading cards. Yes. Bring them on. Of every character.
Heck yeah,
we need Canna. Like,
mm-hmm.
I think when I was writing her in my head, I said her name as Kana.
Yeah.
But when I heard you say Canna, I'm like, maybe it's Kana. So
yeah, I think initially it was always Kana in my head, but
Kana.
Some reason I started second guessing myself. I'm like, well, there is only one N there, so. But
it's cool, man. Like whoever gets the book, they're going to really enjoy it, and whoever watches this, Dragonfly is something special. If you like Iron Man, just think of Iron Man as if he was not rich, and if he was put into the position of being in the inner city, being a very gifted inventor. But not having all the advantages of what Tony Stark has had. And not saying that this character is Tony Stark, because he's definitely not. No. But to draw a comparison to something that someone would know, that's kind of the best comparison that I have. So it's such a great story. I can't wait until it's out there for people to read. So, hey, guys, go get it. Right? Go get it now.
Yep.
Yeah, we got the link in the description of the video on YouTube, or
it sure is. It's in the description. So if you're on YouTube, check it out. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got 2 new subscribers today, which is fantastic.
Awesome.
Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, because when you hit the like button, it helps the reach. It's just in the description here on Facebook and on YouTube. We do have it's a little mini link, or what do they call it? Tiny URL, something like that.
Yeah.
It's there. It'll take you directly to the Kickstarter, so you can hit that pledge button and get your comic. And,
nice.
And if you're missing anything Unparalleled, we got you covered. You can get any book that you're missing. If you didn't get Transgenesis, I would absolutely recommend getting that, because we're never printing those again. Well, it'll be different the next time we print. It'll be different title and everything. So check that out. Get on Dragonfly. This is gonna fund, and I think it's gonna fund fast. So just get in on the fun.
Absolutely.
So thanks for watching. Anybody who watches, don't forget to subscribe, like the Unparalleled Facebook page. Almost said Horror Syndicate.
Habit.
And for Brian, Jay, thanks for hanging out tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you again next week.
All right.
Sounds good, guys.